Good afternoon, everyone. It's 6/27/2019, and I just wanted to come on here today and discuss whether or not anybody else has noticed that the sunsets at night are running about, I'm going to say 15 to 25 minutes later than they used to be, at least here in my area where I'm at. That's my observation. I've been driving the same way to work since 2010, in the fall of 2010 to now. And I noticed a little bit longer sunset in about July of 2015. And then the 15, 16, 2017, and 2018, the sunsets were relatively at the same time, around about 10 p.m. at night, because I'm on my way going to work and I'm driving north, and the sunset appears on the left-hand side of the car around about 10 p.m. And now the sunset I observed about a week ago is lasting from about, let's say 10:15 to 10:30, somewhere in that area. And there's still a little bit of light in the sky when I'm getting to the parking lot at work between 10:30 and 10:15 and 10:30, which is simply not anything that was normal before I noticed it about a week ago. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody else can comment. Maybe somebody else knows something about this. Anyway, the earthquake in Japan in 2011, and also the catastrophic tsunami in South and Southeast Asia in 2004, caused by a massive undersea earthquake in the Indian Ocean that killed about an estimated 300,000 people in India. And I noticed about a week ago on my way to work that the sunset was about 20 minutes longer than it used to be in the summer. The sky was much brighter around 10 p.m. than it used to be, completely setting at nearly 10:30 p.m. After I'm arriving at work. And it seemed that the Holy Spirit was bringing this to my attention and said these words to me: the brightness of His coming. That's what I heard from the Holy Spirit as I was like looking at the sky between 10:15 and 10:30, and thinking to myself, this just simply is not normal. I would have noticed this a long time ago. I didn't notice it till about a week ago. And then I was given Luke 21:25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. And when the tsunami of 2004, during that tsunami, it was reported to have made loud roaring sounds just before it hit. And then the story that just came out today was an announcement about Gulf beaches shutting down. One's in Louisiana and Mississippi. Gulf beaches are being shut down due to a toxic algae bloom, which is like a green and bluish bloom in color, not the red that we've been seeing in certain areas, like off the coast of Florida and stuff, but this is green-blue. Breathing the fumes from the blooms can be fatal, and no swimming in that area for the entire summer. Revelation 11:18 is what I'm coming up with for this. Promises in Revelation 11:18, the Lord promises that He will destroy them that destroy the earth. And a lot of the stuff that's coming on the planet is due to pollution and, polluting the water, and chemicals being put into the water, and fertilizer that's being run off in these floods and stuff in Florida, and then it's going into the Gulf and stuff like that. It's runoff from the fertilizers and pesticides and stuff like that are going in there, and then setting up these algae blooms. And then finally, I want to mention something about the rapture in July. As of today, no confirmation as to the July 17th rapture date that has been set by some people, and they've done videos about. I haven't, in prayer, been told anything by the Lord concerning a July rapture. What I was given today was Ephesians 5:27, that He might present it to Himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. Ephesians 1:4, For he chose us in him before the foundation of the world to be holy and blameless in his presence in love. And then finally in the Song of Solomon 4:7, thou art all fair, my love, there is no spot in thee. So the question that I received from the Holy Spirit when I was praying about this subject yesterday and today is I was given these scriptures and asked the question, to be given the question to to my subscribers and anyone that watches this video: are you ready, prepared, and watching, brothers and sisters? This is the important thing. Are you ready, prepared, and watching? And consider these scriptures that I've just read. How are people living right now? So this is the question that is, if I do receive anything of any type between now and, let's say, July 17th or any time between, I'll certainly, come on and mention it in a video. Also, like I said, so far I haven't got nothing. When I did pray about it and ask about it, was given nothing to date. But we got to realize that the rapture could come at any time. And so we need to be ready. We need to be prepared. We need to be watching. We need to try to be living a holy, separated life. Because people have received the gift of salvation, that's not a license to do whatever you want. And he said, if you love me, the Lord said, if you love me, then keep my commandments. So he still expects us to respect and keep his commandments and keep the laws and be holy and be a godly people and be a separated people and be an example for the other people in the world and be the salt of the earth. So our gift of salvation is, by grace. We're saved through faith, and it's not any works that we do, but that doesn't give us the license to sin and do whatever we want to do. So we need to respect, observe, and follow the laws as far as I've always been taught and everything I've heard from the Holy Spirit. Our behavior and how we conduct ourselves is very important to the Lord. Thanks for tuning in today, everyone. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you the next time around.